Am I unmuted? So basically, this is what is happening right now. So I here's the thing. I haven't been taking YouTube seriously in years, right? Let's start off actually with I am just here to talk about what's kind of been going on. It's been weird. It's been really weird. I think a lot of things have been happening since the last time we really spoke. We spoke like this, and I've actually taken it in a serious manner, but man, I've started high school, I've had a pretty good experience with high school so far. But what's going on with me is a lot. So J-Slat is actually thinking about retiring, and he made this video talking about that, and he was talking about C-nanners, and C-nanners and people like that would make old content or just talking about life. And I haven't taken YouTube seriously in years. Probably the last time I actually tried was 2018, maybe 2017, I would say. I think I've been lost. I've just been focused on everything else. And right now, I need something like YouTube to really take my mind off of things. It's been weird for me recently. I don't know. It's kind of hard to put this on the internet because I'm really bad with actually talking, I would say. But the thing with me right now is my brother's actually in the hospital. And that's been hard for me to kind of process, because that's never really happened to me. Someone as close as him, right? As close as my brother, have that happen to them. He's a correctional officer at a jail, and he was in a riot. There was a riot at the jail, and pretty much he got hit a lot. It turned out he got jumped pretty much by a group of people. He was landed in the hospital. He was trying to help another correctional officer, and he got pretty much targeted by everyone else. And it's I would say it's super hard to process. It's just, I feel like it's just been tough. I can't really put my finger on, well, besides that, I can't really put my finger on what exactly has been tough, but it's felt off. And it's felt off for a long time. A really long time. And I don't know, you know, I'm just kind of lost. A lot of things are happening in my life that almost feel surreal. They don't feel like real at all. I've been having like a substantial crisis a lot recently. I don't know exactly what that is, what it's about, but it's just a weird time, man. It's a really weird time. I think it's a weird time for everybody. I would say it's a weird time for me. A lot of things feel confusing. A lot of things feel like they weren't supposed to happen that way. It's been tough, I would say. I think I've never really experienced, again, my grandparents I'm lucky enough, they've never really been in the hospital about to die. Like, Andrew, my brother's fine, to my knowledge. But it's like it's never been that bad, you know? And it's hard for me to process, I would say. I haven't cried in months, really, like a full-on cry, like I've teared up, but I haven't cried in months. I haven't done anything, anything, really, like anything that I used to do and that I used to enjoy. It's been gone. It's been not there anymore. It feels like there's nothing. There's no reason to do anything. All I have is school. I've never been this focused on school in my life before. And it's a good thing in some aspects, but it's just crazy. I've never been this determined at school because I've had other things. I've been hanging out with, like, I would be hanging out with friends. I would be, you know, slacking off just because I was too busy, you know, having a good time. It's not that anymore. I have nothing else to do but school, right? And that will pay off at some point. But I would say it's more scaring me than anything. Because that's just not me. I think that sometimes you'll look back on a situation and you'll say, oh, that was good for me. But if it wasn't good for you in that situation and you weren't happy in that situation, life is about enjoying life. It's really not about anything else. When you boil it all down, it's not about anything else. It's not supposed to be about anything else. So if it wasn't good for you in the time, why would it be good for you in that situation? Again, I wouldn't say I'm sad. I feel dry. That feels like the right word. I feel dry. I feel nothing. But, you know, literally nothing, I would say. Like, it's not a good sign. And I don't know. I don't know. Like, basketball, I've gotten back into basketball, but I just play it at a distraction at this point. But here's the thing. I don't know what I'm distracting myself from. And I know, like, puberty or whatever is like, oh, whatever. It's not puberty. Puberty is meant to, you know, be showcased as, like, this crazy thing. It's not that anymore. Usually I'm happy, like a super happy kid. And I know I'm just having, like, a moment in time. But I'm not sad either. I would rather have one emotion than the other. I would rather be sad or happy or mad than nothing at all. Because nothing at all is scary. It's scary. I would say it's really scary because without any emotion, you have no direction. Without direction, you have no enjoyment. And without enjoyment, what's the point, right? That's just how I look at it. This is a live stream. Usually I would, I try to take the ones down that aren't that important. But I think I'm gonna end up keeping this one up because I think it would be important for me to look back on. It's just a rough time. I don't have any emotion at this point. And it's just crazy. I would say usually when I don't have emotion, I'm just focused, and I would say I am focused, but what if I'm focused on the wrong things? Right now I'm focused on school, but in my eyes, and I'm not just trying to be a bratty teen, in my eyes, that's not worth anything. At all. Nothing.
Quick question, are you playing A?
Yeah, I'm playing AW. This is kind of like my comfort game. I don't know. It's super relaxing, I would say. Yeah. It's just, again, it's just a weird time. I know I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I like a W, it has a vibe.
It's just weird. really weird. I think there's not really anything wrong, I would say. However, I think there might be at some point if I continue to not have any emotion. Because it's to the point that, you know, when I heard the news of the incident, I didn't really have anything to say, because, like, at that point, my thought in this situation is, what can I do now? So there's nothing to do now. You know, I can't do anything. It's out of my control. You know, at the end of the day, everything will turn out how it's supposed to. But for now, I think we just wait. I think there's nothing to do but wait at this point. I think, like, it's like you're seeing how I'm stuck, because I have all this, I would say, thoughts I can't put into words, that make so much sense, in my head, but there's not words to describe them, because I feel as though it's I feel like I'm always confused, but especially now, like, I don't have any closure about anything, like, just anything. And I would say that's scary. It's pretty scary at the end of the day. That's the only word that really, I would say, makes any sense in that situation. I think during the day, I am super happy, but, you know, I feel like at night, the truth comes out about your emotions, because you have time alone. Like right here, I'm just saying nothing into a camera, or not a camera, but into the microphone, right? And that makes me comfortable, even if there's no one on the other side, because I feel like I'm not judged anymore, in this situation, because I always want to be that happy person, because that's what I enjoy. That's one of the rare things that I do enjoy. And it's rare that I do enjoy things, but that is one of them. It feels right. I would say I feel like that's a correct word. It feels right to get your emotions out, but not not to anyone that's gonna judge you in that sense, if that makes sense, right? Because, like, if I'm saying this to someone that has this, you know, as my, that I'm saying to someone that I can hear and they can hear me, right? They're gonna have a comment, and I don't want that. I don't want a comment from anyone else. I just don't. I just don't. I really just don't. It's not necessary. And I don't want to be that guy, but I frankly just don't care. I just don't care. Because I feel like my situation is sometimes more important than others. Because that's what we all feel. That's all of our, every single one of, like, here's the thing, okay? Since it's been hard, I started school. I started high school, and I feel like every single day, someone has something to say about me. And that's so, like, mentally draining. Like, it's wild. How, like, I can't even explain how mentally draining it is. Like, people, when you have the amount of anxiety that I do, you feel like people are always talking about you, no matter what. Like, no matter what. And that's a really, I would say, really uncomfortable thing. And it's just draining, dude. It's just freaking draining. And I would say confusing. And all of the above. Like, all of the above, really. It's all of those things, man. The moral of the story is, like, life is going to be, like, super confusing at points where you just don't feel anything. Like, I don't want to be like a cringe, like, you know, one of those kids, but you really just, at this point, I don't feel much, but I know that I have school, and to an extent, that's good. But it can be bad, because when you don't feel anything else, it's usually not a good sign. It's as simple as that. It's just usually not a good sign. So it can turn matters to worse, and that's really the last thing you want. It's just matters turning to worse. It's been wild. A lot has happened, I would say. I think we get caught up so much in other people and what their opinion is, how they feel. Are they racist, sexist? Shut up. What if they are racist or sexist? No, like, think about it. Think about it really hard. Nobody cares. They're racist or sexist? Okay, I want to associate myself with them. And I'm guilty of it too. I'm so guilty of it. I get so caught up in other people. I know it's
Got
bad.
to go to sleep. See you tomorrow.
Alright, peace. I know it's bad, but like, I genuinely just don't care. When you really break it down, nobody cares. Nobody should care. I think that if you look at a situation in a positive way, no matter what, sometimes that gets draining. Sometimes you feel like you always have to do that. When someone has an expectation for you, you feel like that's always the expectation, no matter how you feel or how they feel. It's almost like you have to come in and be the same person every day, and that is so draining on everyone. That's so draining. Like, every single person in the world. That's just so draining. So freaking draining. And it's almost mind-boggling. That's what is expected. That's what is expected from each and every person. And I would say it's sad. Really, really sad that's what we turned the world into. I think if God, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super religious. I'm just gonna be honest. My family is, so I know a lot about it. But I think if God looked down, he would be disappointed in the world that he created, with all the hatred and all the disrespect we have at each other. I think he would be upset. I think he wouldn't be happy at all. I think he really wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be happy if I was him, because of just, I mean, think about how bad we treat each other. Like, the hatred in this world is so crazy. And the opinions, everybody has an opinion. What if you don't have an opinion? And if you do have an opinion, you don't always have to share it, because what does that start? Controversy. What is controversy? Hatred. There's hatred and controversy, and nobody wants hatred. No one. No matter how much you say, oh, I hate this person, oh yeah, I hate them. No, you don't. No matter what, you don't hate them. It's a bad, I would say it's a bad world we live in. There are good things, trust me. There's good things, there's good people, and life is good, but the world we have created has many flaws, I think we took a perfectly good world with a perfectly good idea and perfectly good morals of humans, and we put a negative spin on it. subconsciously. It's rough. It's most definitely rough. I think a lot of people don't understand the weight of what they say. People are evil. That's all I have to say. People are evil. In people's eyes, I'm probably evil. And let's be straight. Like, let's just be straight up. And actually, let's be completely straight up. I'm evil. Every person on this planet is evil. I guarantee they've done evil things. However, what makes us truly evil is we do evil things and have no remorse. None. That's what I look at as truly evil. Having no regrets. And really, that's all I have to say. I was inspired by J Slat. I wanted to do this because it is a hard time for me. I'm gonna be honest. It's weird. It's a weird, really weird time. I've had a really rough couple past few days. Like, I have good grades. I have like A's and B's to start off high school, and that's important. But sometimes the negatives in life do cross out the positives, and that's okay. Because with every positive, there's a negative. With every negative, there's a positive. That's the way of life. And that's life as we know it. Now, does that mean we're comfortable with that? No. But are we comfortable with a lot of things that happen? No. But do they happen? Yes. So in situations like this, it's really to the point where, yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not sad. I'm not anything. I'm dry. I feel dry. I feel like nothing. Like, I feel... This sounds like so tryhard and like so edgy. But it's genuinely true. I feel empty. Like, I just don't feel anything. I think I'm not in the right state of mind, and I don't know how to get back into the right state of mind. Regardless of how good how I may look on the outside, like to other people that I'm super happy, you know, regardless of that, they don't know even half of anything to do with me. You can be my best friend and you don't know even half. I guarantee. And that goes for pretty much everyone. I guarantee even your own sibling, your mother, your father, no one knows. I guarantee no one knows even half of you. That's really all I had to say. I had no other way to get my emotions out. I've tried talking to my friends, or people I call my friends. They don't seem to care that much. So this is what I actually feel more comfortable with than talking to my friends, because I know my friends are going to look at me differently. And sometimes that's okay, but sometimes you just don't want to deal with that mental, state. But yeah, this is it, man. It's obviously been a rough time with Corona. But other things on top of that, man, it's just my mental health. It's not been great, to say the least. yeah, that's it. I think I miss a lot of people. That I don't have anymore. It's just a bad time for me. But we'll get there. Yeah. Thank you for watching. If you did, we'll see. Maybe I'll do another one of these. I think this is just a more healthy way for me, just to say my feelings into an abyss, pretty much. I feel like it's more healthy, and it's less draining on my mental, I would say. It's definitely. I might decide to become more active on my channel. I don't know. Man. We'll see. Thank you for everything. Anyone who's watching this, thank you so much. I think emotions need to be spoke a lot more in this format to surpass and block out any negative energy from any other human being. I do suggest it. Thank you again, and we'll see. I'll keep in touch. Have a good day or a good night.